Welcome back to day 23 of online learning. Today we're going over Unit 7, Lesson 1.5, and we're going to continue working on addition and subtraction problems. Today we're going to be going over a problem that I'm going to be showing you on Pearson Realize, the account that you also are taking your tests and now completing your worksheets on. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how I want you to, 1, be using the tools to be able to show your work, and 2, also to think about how we can estimate addition and subtraction problems. So we're going to be working on estimating addition and subtraction problems. So this problem says, Elena has 5 boxes of paper clips. She uses 38 paper clips. How many paper clips are left? What I'm first going to do is I'm going to come over here and press the text box to take my notes. So it says that she has 5 boxes of paper clips and uses 38 paper clips. And the question is, how many are left? Then I could just click out and then drag it over. I want you to remember that 1 box of paper clips is equal to 100 paper clips. So if there are 5 boxes of paper clips, how many paper clips will there be? There will be 500 paper clips. So I want you to pause and think about, is this answer going to be closer to 400 or to 500? And why do you think that? So you could have thought that this answer might be closer to 500 because you're not taking away that many paper clips. You're only taking away 38. So if you took away 38 from 500, it's still going to be rounding up to 500. So now I want you to suppose that Elena starts with 5 boxes of paper clips and 50 additional ones. She uses 38 paper clips. How many hundreds are in the number she has left? So first, let's take our notes to make sense of this problem. So now let's say that Elena starts with 5 boxes of paper clips and 50 additional ones, so 50 more. Then she uses 38 paper clips. The question is asking, how many hundreds are in the number she has left? So pause me and think about how many hundreds are going to be in the number she has left. When you ask yourself these types of questions, it helps you estimate a reasonable answer. So if you estimate before and you get a good idea of how many hundreds or about what the answer is going to be, it allows you to check your work later on and see if your answer makes sense. You might think that there's going to be 5 hundreds in the number she has left because she's adding 50 and then only taking away 38. So there's 5 hundreds in the answer because if you take away 38 paper clips from the 50 extra ones, you still end up with over 500. So now think about which multiple of 100 is it closer to? Is it closer to 500 or is it going to be closer to 600? So now I'm going to make an equation. So I'm going to write that 5 times 100 because there's 5 boxes and there's 100 in each box, plus 50, because then she gets 50 more, minus 38. And that's what we're trying to figure out. And I see that there's a lot of operations here. So I'm going to make it in parentheses of what's happening first. So we need to first figure out how many paper clips she has. And 5 times 100 would be 500. And then we're going to add 50 because that's what happens next. And then take away 38. So I'm going to put parentheses around here My answer would be the same no matter if I did 500 minus 38 plus 50 or 500 plus 50 minus 38, but I want to keep it in the order of what it happens. So first, she had 500 paper clips, and then she got 50 additional ones, and then she took it away. That's why I'm going to do addition first and then subtraction. So on my number line, I'm going to come over here, and that means that I need to have 500 plus 50. And so all I'm doing is focusing on my tens place. So 500 plus 50 would be 550. And so now we're going to take away 38. So I'm first going to take away 30. And so 550 minus 30 would be, minus 10 would be 540. Minus 20 would be 530. Minus 30 would be 520. And notice how only my tens place, if I look at it, it's 5 minus 3 equals 2. So 550 minus 30 would be 520 because we're focusing just on the tens place. And then I need to take away 8 more. So first I'm going to take away 5 to make it into a friendly number, because I know that 520 minus 5, I could skip count by 5, so that'd be 515. And then 5 plus 3 equals 8, so now I'm going to take away 3, which is 512. I'm just writing it down here because I ran out of room. I'm able to figure out that this answer is closer to 500 than 600 because I realized that since we're adding 50 and then taking away 38, which is less than 50, I'm going to be staying around my original number. Let's look at this next problem. So it says Elena again starts with 550 paper clips. She uses 72 paper clips this time. How many hundreds are there in the number of paper clips she has left? So it says that Elena starts again with 550 paper clips. Then she uses 72 paper clips. And it asks us how many hundreds are left. So it's just asking us to estimate. If she again starts with 550 paper clips, but then she takes away 72 paper clips, how many hundreds are going to be left? I want you to talk with somebody at home and think about how many hundreds are left and why do you think that? So you might have thought that since before when she took away 38 paper clips, she was pretty close to 500. So if she's now taking away 72, she's going to be past 500. You could have also thought that she had 400s because since she used 72 paper clips, and I know that 72 could be seen as 50 plus 22, she took away more than 50, and so now she's in the 400s. So now I want you to pause me and think about an equation that can show this problem. So an equation that can show this problem is 550 minus 72 equals what? So now we're just going to estimate. What I want us to do is just think about how I can use this number line. I don't need to find the exact answer right now. I just want to estimate to give me an idea of what my answer should be. So I know that I can take away first 50 to get that friendly number, because I know that 50 plus 22 is equal to 72. And now I'm going to take away 22, which is about half of 50. So I made my jump about half from 50. So I see which multiple of 100 is it closer to? Is it closer to 400 or 500? So I see that it's closer to 500 because all I did is just estimated. And now I can see that it's closer to 500 than it would be to 400. I just made a line right in the middle to show halfway between the two. The multiple of 100 it's closer to is 500. So our next problem is, let's say Elena has 500 paper clips and uses 238 of them. How many hundreds are there in the paper clips she has left? So I want you to pause me and take notes of this problem. So if you were to take notes of this problem, it would say that Elena has 500 paper clips and then she uses 238. It's trying to figure out how many hundreds are left after she uses 238. So what is an equation that I can use to show this problem? I could do 500 minus 238 equals what? And all I want us to do is estimate right now. Pause me and think about, where am I going to start on my number line? I'm going to start on the right side since it's subtraction with 500. Now what am I going to take away? I first want to take away my hundreds, so 200. And then I'm going to break up my number, so 200 plus 30 plus 8 is equal to 238. So now I'm taking away 200. And that would bring me to 500 minus 200 would be 300. Now let's take away 30. And one way that you can think of this, if it's hard for you to subtract from 300 minus 30, you can draw a picture using blocks, rods, and units. So this would be, show me 300, like it says right here. And now it says that I need to take away 30. So I'm going to regroup and make one of my hundreds into tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I could take away 30. So 10, 20, 30. So 300 minus 30 is 100, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270. And all I did is just draw a picture and changed 100 into 10 tens because those are equal. And then I took away 30. Then I'm going to take away 8. And I'm first going to make it into a friendly number. So I'm going to take away 5. And then 3. So I want you to pause me right now and think about how many hundreds are there in the paper clip she has left. I know that there's going to be 2 hundreds without me even trying to solve the rest of this problem, because I know that 270 minus 8 isn't going to be less than 200. So the answer is how many hundreds are there in the paperclip she has left? There's 2 hundreds left. The purpose of using these estimation strategies is to help you get an idea of what a reasonable answer is, and then when you're all done, it helps you compare your solution to their estimate and make sure that you're on base and to make sure that your answer. For your half due today, you're going to be working on page 405, and this is related subtraction problems. So show your work by using these tools over here. This is the pen, this is the eraser, and you can add text by clicking here, and then you can just type in the box. So work on all of page 405, and then all of page 406. And page 406 looks like this. And it's word problems about liquid volume. So the directions are solve each problem, show your work, be sure to include the units of measure in your answer. So I'm going to show how I would like you to complete the first one. So a milk carton has 500 milliliters of milk in it. Philip poured 89 milliliters into a glass. How much milk is left in the carton? So I'm going to use my text box and type my rules. So a milk carton has 500, and I remember milliliters can be abbreviated to ml of milk. Then Philip poured 89 milliliters into a glass. So poured 89 milliliters. Question is, how much milk is left? So now I can drag this over here. And I see that he started with 500 and then he poured 89. Now we're trying to figure out how much is left. So I can write my equation to show 500 minus 89 equals the unknown. And that's how much milk is left. So now I know that I'm going to do 500 minus 80. And then I'm also going to do then 9. Now I'm going to draw my number line. And start at 500 minus 50, just like I know that 100 minus 50 is 50, 500 minus 50 would be 450. Now I'm going to take away 30. Which is 420. And now I'm taking away 9. I'm first going to take away 5 to make it a friendly number. So I know 420 minus 5 is 415. And now I'm going to take away 4, which is 411. Coming back over here to write my answer. So 500 minus 89 is 411. And then I remember that it says that I need to include my units of measurement. So 411 milliliters. And I'm just going to drag it right over here where my answer is. Your half due today is to complete page 405, which is related subtraction problems, and then complete page 406, which is word problems about liquid volume, and then also do 15 minutes of IXL only on highlighted skills. In order to get a 3, you need to solve all the problems on pages 405 and 406, show all your work, and do 15 minutes of IXL on only your highlighted skills.